I've been going all right. School is a thing that exists.
Existing.
Yeah, it's getting pretty close to the end of the term, so large projects are kind of rolling up, but I still got time for this, so that's good.
That's good. Actually having time management, not just doing everything the last moment, it's usually good.
Um, I didn't specify that.
No, no, let me go ahead and build like the pile of shame here.
I had this sudden thought that I would add light to my room so that we didn't have a repeat of last week. But I didn't realize it would take me this long, so I'm just finishing it up really quick. Bear with
Okay.
me.
Mm.
So,
No worries.
And it's not like
would you?
Fui, whose entire ceiling seems to be a light source.
Yes, my entire ceiling is just incredibly bright for some reason on this camera, but I mean, it's either that or hold on. It's either that or the hyper menacing thing I had like 2 weeks ago. It was just me in a darkened room with one half of my face illuminated. Hold on, let's try
Well,
that
that's what
again,
I
shall
was last week, right?
we? Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an aesthetic though.
We just
And
pull ourselves back into the cave, It's like,
Hold up.
all is going according to
Let me just
my design.
uh,
Oh
get
gosh.
menacing real quick, and then uh, up here.
Oh god, yeah, you're just a shadow of the darkness.
But
Ev-
if I add,
you've seen the memes where it's like, here's a darkened corridor, and we're just gonna randomly draw a red circle here because there's probably a face, right? That's you. Oh gosh.
no,
But
it's
yeah, that does look like you got some scuffed lighting, unfortunately.
yeah,
Like the
my
power's
lighting
out,
though is pretty trash to be fair. Um, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a student house, so the lighting's not great to begin with.
Yeah. I've got like a
Festive
main
though.
light here instead of like the lamp behind me, but that's probably gonna be like just as bad as everyone
What?
else's cave lighting.
Which, uh,
Yeah.
no.
Is that not where your light's coming from, Griff?
What?
No, like yeah, my lamp's like on over here. This is when
Yeah,
it's like without the lamp.
I just assumed that was your lamp.
It's now yellow.
Ah, I guess I'm the only one operating with white light.
Oh, I operate with white light. Just I have the
I mean, per standard. This is the only light in this room.
yeah. Like the one up there is like supposed to be like a high efficiency thing, but like has no illumination.
so
It's
it's a
also
fluorescent
like
bulb.
incredibly highly specific, so it's like very tiny bulbs like this big.
Hmm.
Honestly, probably like the whole fixture probably could be replaced, but like I got a lamp, so why bother?
I guess.
Okay, so I will start us off with setting the stage. You guys
Oh yeah.
left off in Ord Mantell, and I'm gonna pop out the videos so that I'm looking a more natural. There we go. Anyways, yeah. So you are in Ord Mantell. You have had the people come and unload your vehicle's cargo. Is there anything specific you were doing that is not covered in that right there?
I believe you're at a cantina, if I remember correctly. Last time we were trying to get
Mhm.
contacts.
Correct. And
Right.
if you look at the Roll20, I do have you in a cantina.
Wow.
Technically, I haven't put any of your models on there, but
Bam.
Well,
I
we're around there.
figured you could do that.
Yes.
Here you go. I'll take the seat. You can just stand off to the side.
Oh, look at just loiter in the middle of the room.
There are more seating than is just there, right?
Yeah.
This is
Yoink.
there's tables,
About.
Mhm.
Yeah.
here, here, here.
Mm-hmm.
It is a fairly small cantina, and currently it is about dusk, so there's not a lot of customers yet, but you do hear the sounds of a something going on in the background or the back room back here.
Interesting.
Bit of a scuffle.
No, just more like talking.
Mhm.
And you are you have learned that there is oh yeah, anyways, so you're just in the cantina, and yeah, let's go ahead and start us off.
Okay. I can't remember. I can't recall if last time we were able to make a little bit of headway or not with making a contact here.
I think we did. Like, we got quite a few successes on it. It just had to wait until next time.
Okay. So let me.
Also, yeah, roll Destiny.
Yes, let's get the Destiny pool going. I did have
Relying-
the forethought to clear up before you got in here, so.
It's always good relying on the Sith to get you your light side points.
Yeah, nothing bad can ever go wrong doing that.
Yeah. No.
So Taryn, you take a moment to yeah, you have a contact that is actually coming back to you and saying that they are actually on the planet.
Ooh.
Very nice.
And when you inquired as to where, you actually find out that they are currently involved in a gambling type escapade in this very cantina. And not only that, but there they are.
Yeah, we have like the text messages back and forth. Like, where are you? At the party. It's like the one I started.
I'm here
Yep.
I
right
guess the
now.
one Goraz started, honestly.
Yep. And this individual is named Zul. He is a Faline, Zul Zora. And why don't you describe yourself to them, Zul?
All right.
Because I'm assuming you go back there to the.
Yeah.
Yes, I am Zool. Zool, motherfucker. Yeah, I'm Faline. I am green. I have a lot more facial hair than you usually see on a Faline because I don't look as reptilian most of the time. I am wearing just a normal. Shit, I had this all memorized in my head, and now I can't remember words. Words are hard. Duster is what I was looking for in my head. Long duster. Otherwise, looks like a flimsy white. I guess if I was human, I'd say cotton shirt. I don't know. Cotton exists in Star Wars.
Dura cotton.
Yeah.
Plas cotton.
There's all sorts of fabrics that you can come up with.
Yeah, just a like a white flimsy shirt with like open chest and pants that seem to be weighed down with a holster, a gun holster.
Of course. If you're not packing heat, you're doing something wrong.
Always be prepared.
Yeah.
Just like the scouts said, until they got molested. They weren't prepared
Thank you
for that
taking
one.
us there.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's wander back away from the
Context. What?
Sorry, the brain
Okay.
wanders. The brain wanders.
Yeah, but why there though? Okay, so you have a contact who is here. Very nice. And you said it's a gambling escapade. Is something gone amiss, or is this just business as usual?
happening in the back room at the least. So what's the scene as we walk in?
This is a sabacc game.
Oh,
There. Now, Zool's got a proper pog. Okay.
That's what we do now.
Okay.
We're playing Pogs.
Okay.
You
Pogified.
Zool is actually down to his last 19 credits, as we've
Oof.
seen in his role here. But this group is currently occupied this table. There is 6 seats there if you want to. I didn't draw an actual table, but you know, we can pretend, right?
Yeah.
It's only polite, isn't it? Although this is happening at a back table, is it not expected to be a drop-in affair?
It's kind of a drop-in thing. I don't know
Okay.
how to do this here. Let's see. That would go
I
there.
don't know.
That would go there. Sure.
Nice.
Okay.
It's a very large table, honestly.
All the better to play sabacc on.
Yeah, I mean they tend to actually be large. If you ever, you remember Solo or that's it. That's all I got.
The one where it appeared
Main
and wasn't
canonical
just referenced.
I can't remember it appearing in any of the other movies.
Yeah, it
It's
didn't
talked
like
about
exist
in a
until
lot,
KOTOR.
but
Yeah, I mean it's talked about, but I don't think we've ever seen it in any other thing.
actually, sabacc is talked about in pretty much every movie, but it's kind of like poker, obviously. Actually, I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah, I've read different rules about it. It was like some people just make up rules, and then some people seem to have actual rules, and I can't tell the difference.
There's rules that Theta actually found.
Oh yeah, no, there's rules for how to play it. But I just meant like when people were trying to write down like if they're gonna make their own deck to do sabacc with, how you would actually play it, and it's like I can't tell if these are right or not because it's like a larger deck than an actual poker card deck would have because it's like what 16 cards that are their own thing, not being part of a suit or anything. I don't know. Like I said, a bunch of people wrote a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
So for us, it's going to be these rules.
Yeah, the FFG posted a
Hey.
free PDF thing that they had, and in that free PDF was the rules to sabacc.
So I just added a handout for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there they are. Roll difficulty.
Oh, okay. So it's blackjack.
Cool.
Well, again, more
Space blackjack.
well, yeah, with more cards than exist in blackjack, and also you're going to plus or minus 23 instead of 21.
So, yeah, I don't really.
Also, the chips, I'm doing air quotes, I can't
The
see.
cards.
Yeah. Well, I mean, not in that. Apparently, in sabacc, the chips can change their suit or number or something like that, and that's represented in this as well.
That's cool.
Yeah, so quite involved.
I'm confused.
Basically roll cool, and if you don't do anything else, that's all you need to worry about.
Shit. All right.
You could
Hold
also
on,
try
though.
cheating with deception, skullduggery, or computers.
There you go.
Nice. Well, I'm not looking to cheat this time. Just doing this to be polite.
Okay, so you also need to add a force die to the roll.
Yup. Represent the shifting changes.
No.
So it's cool plus force die, or because there's a specific difficulty pool, right?
There does
not
seem to
sure
be a
why.
difficulty inherent. So
Yeah. And this game we're going to say is a hard difficulty, which means that it'll be 3 purple. Give me a second to find my dice pool, and I will add that to it. So it is set now. Actually,
right.
yep.
So,
And I'll go ahead and add 1 force die so everybody gets that. I don't think you'll have to actually add it now.
okie doke.
But go
Okay.
ahead and roll.
I'll take that off
Uh,
of mine then. So I was about
I-
to.
Yeah. I plan to cheat, so I'm gonna add an extra purple dice to my pool. I'm pretty sure I can add that straight to my pool and it'll work out fine. Let's find out.
Well, let's go.
Oh man, yeah, I do horribly and have terrible luck at the same time.
Yeah.
So if you are going to cheat, you do need to upgrade the difficulty, which we learned last time you can do just by adding 1 to the upgrade. And it should upgrade just yours and not everybody's. If I do it, everybody's will be upgraded. So
Ah.
So here's the
What?
thing, is that I'm not only going to cheat, I am also going to double or nothing,
Very nice.
which means I'm adding 2 difficulty to this roll.
So
But I am then also going to double the number of successes or advantage.
I
So-
misread and add an extra purple, so I'm going to
is that
re-roll
2
a red die.
upgrades or
No, I'm adding 2 difficulty to my own roll. Don't worry, I got it.
okay, good.
I'm doing it on my end.
My red rolls a threat, so basically no difference on my roll.
Well, I think you need to re-roll completely, Taryn.
Okay.
Because upgrading is different than increasing.
Mhm.
And so it would only be 2 purple and a red instead of 4 purple or 3
Right.
purple and a red.
So let's see. So what's the code I need for that? Plus?
No, you just on your character sheet. I don't know if you're using it, but
Yeah.
you just
I'll just hit the upgrade. There we go.
there you go. Yep.
Okay. So let's go ahead, full reroll then. Let's make it right
Yep.
this time. And it comes out better with bad luck.
Shit.
Well, the problem is also that the dark side turns one your successes into a failure.
Mm-hmm.
Mine are doubled also. So I have actually 4 successes, and then the dark side turns it into, I guess, 2 technically. Because turning a success into a failure is also going to remove one of my successes.
Okay.
So in the end, I have 2 successes, and then Griff has 4, 3,
4 and 2.
4.
Yeah, 4 and 2 advantages. Threats, I mean. Blah. Which would add a setback die to my next chance to bluff, but we're doing round here.
Yeah, and
I
for
see.
each success, the PC wins back his wager, plus an additional success, another wager's worth in the pot. So I guess we really should have said at the start how much was being wagered.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Well, I just
200
figured-
because that's what I would have done anyway.
Well, the problem is the minimum that or the maximum that Zul can currently add is 15 or 19. Right?
Well, if we're likening it to Texas Hold'em, then mine is a side pot that's being derived
Gotcha.
from the main pot. But I'm also, here's another confusing bit, I also have 2 ranks of up the ante, which means I win back 20% more than I normally would win,
Cool.
which is 19 times 2.
So what I think we should do is just have everybody be a 15, right? So everybody's 15. So there's 6 players. That's what? Math is not my friend.
No.
So I have effectively gotten 45 credits.
Is that how the
15.
split's gonna happen?
It's not a split, you're taking from the pot. Here's the thing. Again,
So
you got
90 is
a
the
success. A success means that you win your bet back. Each additional success after that gives you a share, that same share from the pot.
All right, so I've also made 45 then.
See, one of yours turned into a fail. That fail then eliminates another one, so you have 3 successes, Griff.
Okay, so I gain 30 then.
Wait,
he
if we
has
did 15,
4
never mind.
successes.
Sorry, I did mine based off of 19. 15, 30, 45, wouldn't it? You got 45.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I was right in the first
Okay.
place.
Okay.
And then, in which case,
Oh, he should have 60, right?
no, 45. Sorry, hold on. Give me a second to do my own math.
He's got 4 successes instead
No,
of
he
5
does.
successes.
The dark side turns one of his successes into a fail, which means that it also negates an additional success. So he has 3 successes.
You're correct.
And I have earned 36 credits, not 45.
Okay.
And what did you get?
Enjoy my money.
Oh, you got a fail?
Yeah.
Well, 2
The Force
fails.
can't help you with everything.
I'm not trying to use it. This is just a fun game to like meet people. It's fine. I'm not in it. I'm not in it to win it at the moment.
You're not into this to have money or anything. That's my job.
There's also the strain. Because you see on the chart that strain is a thing. Not strain, sorry. What is the weird eyeball? Cyborg eyeballs. I forget what they are. Threat. Threat is a thing.
Yes. But hey, I didn't roll any success or advantage, so I don't think that force die even does anything.
See, I have 3. I have 3. Sorry, say the word for me one more time. Brain. Threat. I have 3 threat, and you have now 3 threat. Actually, I have 4 threat. You have 3 threat turn.
Which means I lose concentration. I'm not playing anymore.
Oh, you're going for the full 3?
I mean, that's what's happening here, right? Or I guess like the GM decides how threat is assigned, right? What do you think happens here?
I mean, it doesn't say you're out of the game. It just says you upgrade the difficulty your next roll once.
Yep,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I would say that would be that would work.
And I have 4. So, what you want to do? A 1 and a 3, or 2 2s?
Let's add 2 2s.
Perfect. Fallen into my trap.
I was pretty sure that you would remove setback, so.
Well, we never get those little black dice, so it's very good to use that skill whenever comes up.
Yeah,
okay.
Skill 2. Pretty sure I do. Yeah, for skullduggery.
And so, have we resolved that?
I think so.
Yep.
What's the next pull going to be?
You guys want up to 30?
Zool has increased his pull, so.
I'm down to push all the chips again. Clearly how I've gotten down to 19 to start with.
I mean, if you're putting in like a bet of 45 when we came in on a 15, I'm just gonna go, yeah, I made my money. Tearing round.
Well, I'm pushing up to 30 is what I'm pushing up to.
So that would be 30 for each if you're playing.
All right, 30 for each. Sure.
Say, you people that I know all have thousands of credits.
Yeah, but I'm incredibly risk averse as a person.
So the pool will be 180 credits if everybody goes in.
Okay.
Like I said, Terran's probably gonna just pull it for this round. He came in for a little fun betting. He made a quick win. He's happy.
Which would reduce it by 3, so that would take us back down to 150. But I guess it's just the number of credits each one person in, so never mind.
I mean, I've thought about it for a while. Up the ante really makes no sense. Because we can both bet 50, but at the end, if I win, I get 120. So I can only assume that I've, sweet talked you somehow into like giving me more money.
It's a cash duplication glitch.
Well, it's assumed that there are other players, which
Yeah.
there are.
Yeah.
And they're not rolling. So
I know. I'm
you
just
obviously
saying.
talk them into betting more money in.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the difficulty dice comes from.
Okay, so go ahead. If you're in this one, go ahead and roll again. Dice pool is
Okay.
back.
So I automatically remove both of those setback dice because I have 2 ranks in convincing demeanor, which remove setback dice from deception checks. Because of course I am going to cheat again.
Obviously.
Also, yeah, don't. Same thing as before.
All right. I actually do have cool in career, so I'm just gonna have a big think about that, and I'm actually going to put a rank into that for 5
Ooh.
XP. Wow, having a big think.
Finally deciding, like, wait a second, all this meditation stuff is actually supposed to make me calmer in tense
What?
situations?
What?
Crazy.
Impossible.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's what I meant to say. Just as before, I'm double or nothing again, so I'm increasing my own difficulty.
I'm rolling to play the game.
Yeah, the fortune just turns your way.
Well, I'm broke again.
Okay.
Actually,
that,
hold on. Yeah, I am going to use my ability Second Chances. How many?
Okay, so
Which will allow me to reroll. I have 3 ranks of Second Chances, so I can reroll 3 friendly dice.
Mhm.
Positive dice, rather.
Okay.
So I'm going to reroll my 2 skill dice and a green die.
Hold on, let me clear the pool. Okay, go ahead for it.
All right. Unfortunately, I have rolled the dark side of the force, which really only negates all of my success. So I'm back to where I started. You've won all of my money, sir.
I get 3 successes
Ma'am.
and an advantage.
You've won all of my
Hey.
money,
4
ma'am.
successes and an advantage, and no threat or advantage.
Nice. Wait, but does it say it converts it into an advantage?
So it converts one of your failures to a success, and one of your threat into an advantage. So that threat becomes an advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, you're looking at the dice. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
And so you actually gain
4 okay.
successes and an
Yeah,
advantage.
the dice. Okay, yeah, nice. 4 success advantage. So wait, how much money is that?
So it's 30 times
4.
4, right?
Yeah, because you get your
Okay.
own the first success is you win your own wager back, and then each success after that is another wager's
So
worth in the pot.
120.
Oh, wait, 120 whole credits.
Yeah.
Plus, you can recover 1 strain. I guess if you have
Hey.
1 advantage.
100.
Which leaves me with 6 credits, which isn't enough to ante. I am out of the game.
And Otho's gonna kind of go to a little pile of credits. It's like it's gonna then actually lean over to Zool and say, "You're a friend of Terran's, right? He was talking about you as you came over here."
That's a name I haven't heard in quite a while.
Oh. Well, is it a name people should be familiar with? Or not?
Aaron? Why? Why not? Sure, I'll say sure.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to miss. He's just beside me at this table here.
Really
Takes
seems
up
more
a...
like he's around the corner, back to the door. Seems like a really bad place to sit when you're playing poker with people carrying guns.
I mean, you're close to the door, I
How
suppose, if you're
dangerously.
running tight. But I don't know why I'm the one introducing you two. You two know each other. Let's you know what? This game seems like it's over with.
Well, we've been
So let's
acquainted a few
let's
times
grab a
before.
table. What? Huh?
I mean, this isn't the first time I've gambled with him. I know when to pull out. Which usually is when after the first couple of games.
Yeah.
Yeah, table don't seem to be my luck. Yes, maybe find somewhere else to go and talk about whatever it is you want to talk about.
Yeah. We got
Yeah,
some
we've
business
got
to discuss.
Yeah, come over and we'll have a drink and talk about it. So we'll get a private little table. And let's talk.
So long as you're buying, I'm talking.
All right, well, I'll buy as many as you want.
Oh, it's funny how they got that amorphous table over there. It seems to be switching sizes all
Yeah,
the time.
just changes at will, huh?
Hey, you know.
It'd be that
All
way
right.
sometimes.
So we'll group up and we'll do our little corner of shadows here. All right. Well, Zool, turns out
Right.
my job hasn't really changed all that much. I just work for myself now. And I got a lot of product these days to unload.
Your job hasn't changed that much, so you're still a slave?
Well, I'm still flying the ship.
I'm confused with the information that you're hitting me with here.
I'm saying I don't work for them anymore, but it's my stuff now, and I still gotta sell it.
What you trying to push?
Just some glitter stem, really.
Oh, that shit sells itself.
It does. I just gotta find the right market for it. And I hear there's some people on this planet that probably want some. Just they're not here.
I mean, anywhere where there's downtrodden people being oppressed by the governments that stand above them, clearly would need an escape of some sort. And what better escape than drugs?
Right, but I'm not exactly a pusher. I mean, I barely like talk to my second in command over here. Uh, I was really just hoping I could offload it on someone they could do the dirty work. I'm a middleman. I guess the question is, you know anyone who could use a few metric tons of high narcotics?
Well, here's where I gotta look off into space and ask the GM a question. Do I know anybody?
I mean, you have met a lot of unsavory folk in this gambling establishment. In fact, the gentleman at the table right here, he kind of is. You guys notice that he's kind of watching you because you're not exactly being quiet over there.
Well, I mean, like I said, we're trying to do our dark, shadowy corner over here.
Well, you said that. I seem to be shouting every other word.
Where do you want the drugs?
And so he actually comes over and he says, "I don't think we've actually been properly introduced. My name is Skavik.
Let's do the introductions then. I'm Darren.
You have all my money.
Well, I'd gladly give some of it back if I could be part of this metric tons of glitter stems."
How much of it back?
Take a seat. I love hearing out buyers.
And
I
so
love money more.
you guys basically go back around the table,
Nice.
and you start talking about drugs and stuff.
Stuff, drugs, cool things.
And he basically says that he's got his toe in every pool in Nord Mantel, whether it's drugs, weapons, or rare valuables. And he'd be glad to introduce you to the right people for a finder's fee.
Finder's fee. Well, how high are we talking here?
Well, let's what you're wanting to part with. Do you want to part with an initial sum or a percentage of the cut?
I'll be honest, I'm a little short on initial sums these days. A cut would probably be appropriate.
So
Uh,
5%.
Well, you read my mind on that, actually.
Yeah.
Got plenty of the stuff to unload. You're gonna be pretty rich if you give me to the right person, then.
Excellent. He hands off a flimsy for you. This is how you're going to deliver the funds to me once you have them. And then he pulls out a hollow messenger, and he basically throws it on the table, and it lights up with the hollow projection. And on the other side is a Nikto, and he says, "Hey, Bracco, I got a buyer. I got a supplier for your. Actually, he doesn't use the name Bracco. He uses the name Riki.
Okay.
So I was just thinking that could also be our
Just waiting.
code names
Yeah.
now. I'm
Um,
Riki.
Thinking-
This is Tiki. Over there is Tavi.
I'm just thinking like this is a Dota 2 character that's gonna pop out of nowhere with a knife. I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, he says, yeah. So, and because he's Riki, he's a human, not a Nikto. Sorry,
Okay.
Okay.
I
What's
got ahead of myself. And so he says, okay, where are the drugs right now?
Right now, I got my ship just sitting in port, and it's just waiting for the stuff to get out of my hands.
It's on your ship.
That's right. It's gonna stay there until we figure out what we're gonna do with it here.
In Teloran Village, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, well, okay, that might be trouble.
Just a little bit. I think you're thinking the same thing I am.
Okay, so how much are you wanting to unload?
Right now, we're looking at 26 crates of the stuff.
Wow.
I'm not sure how encumbrance transfers over to pounds or tons here, but 75 encumbrance is more than 10 people are carrying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm saying I'm here to unload your planet's worth of this drug.
I mean, it's probably not that much, right? 26 crates isn't that much, but
It's
Fairly significant.
pretty significant.
yeah. It's 100 doses each per crate, so that's still quite a lot.
2,600 doses.
Yeah.
Okay. So he says, okay, I will. We need to take a look at the quality of your drugs. But to do that, that means we need to get them out of Teloran Village. I'm assuming that that's why you're coming to us, or do you have a way to get it out?
You read it right. I don't know Ord Mantell very well. I could use a little help unloading it, and of course, if it's going to your hands, all the better.
So if we're talking me smuggling it out, it's going to I'm going to charge a 25% cut.
Oh. So this is where I asked, so what's the alternative? How do I get it out to you?
Well, I mean, I can give you some advice, but if you take my advice, I'm still going to want to cut on top of the distribution channel.
Well, give me the advice, and if it sounds like too high, maybe I'll just take you up on the first offer. What have you got for us?
Well, I'll tell you this. I have ways in and out of Teloran Village that does not get scanned by the officials. So if I were to do it, it would be simple. If you want to do it, you're going to need to find some way of getting it out. So you're going to need a vehicle of some sort because 26 is 26 crates you can't just walk out with, right? You're not going to find a mule to put it in. So that entails you're going to have to figure out how to not get that vehicle scanned or bribe whoever's going to scan it.
Right. So I guess what are bribes running? What are
Or
bribes running for around these days?
a
On
third
Ordman.
option that I just thought of is that
Yeah.
you could find some sort of distraction
Mm-hmm.
to get the drugs out while the guards are distracted.
Mm-hmm. Definitely a possibility.
Mhm.
So yeah. So what are bribes going for on Ord Mantell these days? How loyal are people?
Depends on the person. You find their weakness.
Mm-hmm.
It could be cheap or it could be really expensive, depending on how you do, who you find. I've paid guys a crate of uh, you know Corellian wine or whiskey, and then I've also paid several 100,000 credits to others.
Yikes.
Hmm.
I'm hoping to keep the cost a little bit down to the former rather than the latter.
Well, Corellian whiskey is a couple hundred credits, so.
That's more in my price range at the moment, though. So all right.
Or
So
you could just find the right girl to seduce them and your problem solved. He says, looking at Otho.
That's just like, oh,
what do you think? Are
wow.
you a seduction machine over there, Otho? You and everyone
Obviously,
left
I'm
and right?
like in a very like utilitarian like armored jumpsuit. She's like, I am, of course, a master seductress.
Yeah.
Isn't it obvious?
The human males can't keep their hands off of her. It's just true. Hot commodity right here.
Only the human males, though, apparently.
She takes a long drink.
But Taryn is going to go ahead and turn back to the speaker and go, all right. So, is that like the extent of the advice he has, or can he like describe more in depth like how to go around these avenues, and we can use that advice to our advantage?
Well, that advice is what he's willing to give you for free.
Okay.
If you want to get further advice or actually use some of his resources, he will negotiate for that.
Okay. Uh,
Hmm.
so I guess we could see how far we can negotiate him down, and if it's not a good price, we just do it ourselves. At which
Yeah.
point, yeah, it's out of the city.
Well, I mean, obviously you can say, "Hey, here's what I want you to do." And then
Mhm.
you roll a negotiation. And if you don't like that, then you reduce what he's how involved he is or whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think if we just got a little bit of assistance out of him, it would probably be to our advantage. So I'm going to try at
Mm-hmm.
least aiming for that and seeing what I can get him for on that price range.
Okay, so let me set the dice pool really quick. Now, because of the fact that you're talking about this, he has a discipline check,
Hmm.
actually a negotiation skill that is fairly insane. He's got 2 ranks with
Ooh.
a 3
He's
characteristic.
designed for this for some reason. It's like it's his job.
It's almost like
Yeah.
his job. So
Uh,
because if you were to try to negotiate down um, from the whole involvement, that 25% take, you would have to go against his entire um, skill set. But because you
right.
just want a minimal, I'm going to take off the upgrades. So it's going to be a hard pool and it's
Mhm.
set.
Okay, and I'll ask real quick. Hey Zul and Otho, are you willing to assist me on these negotiations? Zul, you want a big hefty chunk of cash, right? You're in on this, right?
I mean, you're my friend, and if you're offering me money, I don't see why I wouldn't be on the job.
I
Maybe.
love these. I love you for this reason. Same reason I love Gorath. I can just throw money at you and you're happy.
I might say that perhaps you pay me to be a negotiator on your behalf.
Well, congratulations. I'll give you a cut if you go ahead and help us out. So,
I,
guess
s-
what?
I say
A full
this
cut?
only because meta level, I don't know what you got going negotiation wise.
I got 3 presents dice.
I also have 3 presence dice, but I also have beguiling pheromones and such that help me out.
Right. You don't have any skill in it, do you?
That's why I'm asking, do you, Will?
Nope.
Right, I also have 3 presents, but I can also upgrade my check. I can also second chances and second chances and dibble or nothing.
So you got a lot more mechanics that you can write on this and see what we can get out of it. So I'm willing
Mhm.
to pitch in on you doing it.
Which is why I
And I guess
said,
we give you the blue advantage die, right?
maybe if you pay me to be your negotiator.
Yep. So that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I'll give you a cut if you're in on the whole pot.
So I'm giving you a boost dice because you are friends with, or you Skavik has brought you into this,
Hmm.
and Riki is trying to impress, keep him on his good side. So he's,
Mhm.
and then I'm giving you 2 boost dice for the assistances, and your dice pool is set with
Yes.
hard. Go ahead and
And
roll.
with negotiation, Otho actually does have trained assistants as well.
Wow. Quick. Take it. Take it.
Take it.
So,
Take it.
so you have 2 ranks or just 1 rank?
Just 1 rank in it.
Oh, I think I added the trained, so why is
Wait,
the dice
but
pool not set?
are we negotiating with this person over like hollow relay?
Yes.
I thought it was the person right next to us.
No, he
you're
brought out like a little
negotiating
hollow
with the
pad.
guy over the hollow.
Oh no.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I still have, I think, literally all the same stuff you do, though. Plus, I had the second chances to re-roll
Mhm.
dice.
Yeah. So I'd say just go ahead and just roll up the difficulty separately real quick, just so we can toss it on.
So it should be set. I don't know why your dice roll didn't include any of the dice I added.
Nobody rolled anything. What are you talking about?
Yeah, not yet.
Oh, I thought you just rolled your negotiation there.
Oh no, it's
Where?
just a.
No? Who?
You know,
Nobody's
the
rolled
dice for
anything.
the
I
game.
just typed in the
Like it's really
my
bright. When
Falleen stuff.
so bright.
Okay, cool.
Uh,
So
Okay.
go ahead and roll.
I see no
Success.
reason. Like I said, I see no reason to use second chances.
Unless you want to re-roll the green and the blue.
No, 'cause second chances is once per encounter. So, who knows what might happen.
True.
Okay.
I'm still a bit off the table of what technically is an encounter.
Yeah, it would be basically this conversation, right?
Nice little scene.
I don't want this guy to Darth Vader us. Have to renegotiate again.
You can also spend light side. You got 2 of them.
But yeah, but we succeeded though, so.
Yes.
Okay. Just reminding you. So you are actually able to talk him down to 3%.
Oh shit.
Uh,
That's much more reasonable for some info.
Okay.
Wait, 3% of.
the take.
So
Yeah.
is the other guy still on for 5% and this guy's on for
Yeah,
3%?
we talked with them separately. The finder is getting more than this guy's getting paid explicitly for helping.
Right, I just wanted to make sure that we weren't on for 25% with the other guy And then
But he's also
No.
the buyer technically, so this is a refund for him in the end.
okay, so
well,
then
it's basically
we're still up 92% on our end.
okay. So technically, you're down to, because you haven't negotiated how much he's going to, right? So he's going to sell it for the amount that is listed in the source materials, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So you haven't negotiated how much of that he is taking for the distribution aspect.
Mm-hmm.
I thought one of these guys was. Sorry, I think I fell asleep at some point. I thought one of these guys was already doing a 5% off the top on the
You're right.
selling.
Yeah, that's the guy who
Yes.
pulled out the
Yeah.
yeah. for us.
Right.
Skavik is the finder, who
Right.
put
And
you
he's
in
also the
touch
seller, I
with
thought.
Riki.
Okay.
I mean, he'll probably help sell, but he's more the
I mean,
guy
end of the
who's,
day, we're probably walking away with 75% for all the skimming that's going to happen.
Probably.
maybe closer to 60%.
Well, then I think that's something we got to nip in the bud. I've watched my
So
Walter Whites.
Well, so
Oh,
far we're at 77% skimmed, so we'll keep our
8%.
skim and go. Oh, 8. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't do basic math. I have a degree.
Right, but I just mean that we're leaving this in the hands of people that we aren't going to be seeing or talking to on a daily basis. That these people are probably going to be, I sold this much got wasted, this much got used by the people. I had to show it.
No. What happens is they
yeah.
purchase the drugs from you.
And then they sell it for
I
the
heard
They
that
sell it
that was
later for
the
retail.
that was you presented a couple of options, and one of them was they buy it all from us at the start, and then the other option was we give it to them, they sell it, and we come back for it.
So that wasn't what I meant. What the Skavik character said was, you can pay me up front, which is going to be a larger amount, or you could pay me based on the cut that cut of whatever you sell the drugs for.
God, I feel like I'm a
Right.
real idiot when it comes to the drug game because it's like,
Yeah,
why would
so-
I be paying him?
well, no.
You just
Because
give
he's
us
giving
money.
explicit assistance.
Yeah.
Is what.
Yeah, you're paying him to introduce you to somebody legit and not somebody that's going to rip you off.
A legit criminal. Got it.
Exactly.
Okay. So we've at
Somebody
least
who
walked
has
him
an
down to
honest
this, and he's willing to play middleman and introduce us to someone. That's great. So go.
And he's introduced you to Riki, who is both a smuggler and is willing to purchase the drugs to sell
Okay.
on to somebody, right?
All right.
So, so when what he's talking about is he is going to get a cut of that money that you get when the final deal is made,
Mm-hmm.
which currently is 8% total
Yes.
between the two individuals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this negotiation is a success, but it's for minimal involvement on his part. He does give you the name of an individual he says will help you. If you talk to Serena, she's been known to work with with me in the past, and you're free to discuss with her whatever you want to do. This
All
is a
right.
free bonus.
And I guess the second part of this is going to be inquiring where exactly we should be delivering these or taking them to once we get them out of the city.
He gives you
Yeah.
coordinates for that. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. That's what we need.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I definitely look forward to working with you, Riki, and look forward to giving you the high of your life here.
Oh, I'm not going to be using any of it,
Good high,
but
you
I'll
want to
sure
play.
be
Not all in one
making a lot
place.
of money off
I
of
mean,
it.
is Glitter Sim upper or downer?
I think
Sounds
it's
like an
upper.
upper
It
to
sounds
me.
like a party drug.
Yeah, it sounds like ecstasy or something like that.
Whereas Death Stick sounds like you're just going to be miserable all day.
Ugh. Okay.
Death Stick is technically cigarettes.
Yeah, I know.
Probably more like marijuana, but
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
In which case, why
okay.
is it called Death Stick?
Okay.
Yeah.
George
So
Lucas isn't a big fan of drugs, maybe.
I noticed. All right. So we got plenty of information here. We're already giving people shares of the cut, and I'm of
Mhm.
course going to thank the person who introduced us to Riki. You know, really doing me a solid here. But I wish you the best of luck here at the rest of the Sabak game, however long it's going to go on.
Yeah.
I got the rest of my business to attend to today, so
Okay.
let's stack up.
Got your floppy. Got all that stuff. One for the road. Let's go.
Flimsy, not floppy. Very different things. Okay. Yeah. So where are you going?
Well, we got the name and their establishment. Who exactly are they?
So Serena is a girlfriend
Mhm.
of Skavik, and he says, "Well, if you're going to talk to Serena, I might as well introduce you."
All right. Well, let's go meet her together.
So you wander over, and eventually you come to a a basically a warehouse,
Mhm.
and she's standing next to a crate talking with some people. She's kind of, the girl, the token girl you see on the involved in gangs all the time. She's
Mhm.
the eye candy.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And Skavik walks in and he goes, "Hey, Serena, come on over here. I got some friends to introduce you to." And she wanders over and she meets you guys. Anything specific you want to do?
Well, I heard
Introduce
you're the
yourself
girl to
or
go to. I'm Jaren. How's it going? Pleasure to meet you.
pleasure. Don't see
So,
much Wookiee around here.
well, maybe you'll be seeing a little bit more of me from now on. Maybe about once a year. Well, assuming all this goes down well.
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm Otho. I'm with the biggin, of course. And did we bring the
Zool?
man?
I assume so, but I mean, it's
you
a free
hired me.
country.
I'm
Yeah.
with you now.
Yeah.
I'm just in the background. Thumbs in the
It's
belt.
like lurking in the back.
Oh, no, I'm just 5 feet behind you. Social distanced.
And we brought Zool to spend all of our money on betting later.
I just got my thumbs in my belt, that's all.
There's no weapons in there at all.
Of course not.
Okay.
It doesn't matter if they are.
Never mind your heavily armed Wookiee here.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
you're gonna spend some time coming up with the plan, I'm assuming.
Yes, that's
Mhm.
right.
So let's go ahead and actually have you make some rolls on
Ooh.
this.
Okay.
Okay.
Never had a roll for a plan before.
Remove.
You haven't
Well,
been playing the right
you're gonna look
games.
for
Oh,
you're
for
gonna
like
look
obvious
for
things.
ways through, right?
Mhm.
So did we already roll skullduggery or?
No,
No.
I don't think so yet. We haven't made any sort of progression or planning roll.
Okay, so I'm setting the difficulty at hard with 2 upgrades.
Mhm.
Tempted to use the dark side, sure.
Uh,
Cool.
So we're gonna make this 3 reds, just to make it more interesting.
Let me ask you a
So
question, Griff.
Sup.
Do you have the talent Natural Rogue?
Natural rogue? No.
I've got that one. Once per game session, the character may reroll any one skullduggery or stealth check.
Very nice. I only have convincing demeanor, which would reduce a couple of blacks.
We both
but,
have that, yeah.
Yeah. What does your skullduggery look like here?
I am trained to times. I don't know how you
I
parse
got two
this.
yellow,
Two
two
rings.
green.
I have 2 yellow, 2 green as well.
Okay, so we're roughly equivalent.
Technically, I could re-roll it twice, and that I could use natural rogue, and I also have second chances.
Right. So if you were to go ahead and do it, then you get to do a whole bunch of rerolls, which is great, and we get to I believe because I'm trained in helping you, you get to upgrade another one of yours, right?